This story comes with a trigger warning of a sexual assault. A 38-year-old man kills himself after killing 3 teenagers and sexually assaulting a 12-year-old in an apparent triple murder-suicide. I'm Ernest Bethea, a last outlaw, and this is Bethea's Byte, Reloaded. Warning: the following story contains a report of sexual assault. A tragic and disturbing incident has shaken the community of Galena Park, Texas, where 38-year-old Humberto Valdez-Saldana was responsible for the murder of 3 young girls and the sexual assault of a 12-year-old girl before taking his own life. The victims, identified as 19-year-old Sayuri Gill, who at the time was 6 months pregnant, 14-year-old Perez, and Sayuri's younger sister, 13-year-old Melany Torres, were found dead in Valdez-Saldana's home. A neighbor said the 12-year-old victim, whose identity is withheld, was able to grab a 1-year-old girl from the home who was unharmed and flee from the house with her. After a neighbor's security camera caught a glimpse of the 2 children, the neighbor called authorities. Another neighbor said she wrapped the 12-year-old, who was unclothed, in blankets along with the 1-year-old until authorities arrived. Before law enforcement arrived on the scene, Valdez-Saldana fatally shot himself. A motive for the killings has not been released. The families of the victims are struggling to come to terms with their loss, and the case is still under investigation. A GoFundMe has been created to help with funeral costs. This incident highlights the need for greater awareness and prevention measures against sexual assault and violence, and the community is coming together to mourn the loss of these young lives. Our hearts go out to the families and friends of Sayuri, Laisha, Melany, and the young girl who was assaulted. This is a tragic reminder of the importance of supporting survivors of sexual assault and taking steps to prevent such acts from occurring in the first place.
Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff. First and foremost, I want to extend our condolences to the city of Galena Park. They've been through some very tragic situations here recently with the shooting death of a 17-year-old, and now they're dealing here with the aftermath of 4 individuals that are dead inside a residence. What we know at this point, it's still all preliminary. We still have an ongoing investigation. This did occur in the city of Galena Park. The primary responding agency was Galena Park Police Department. The Harris County Sheriff's Office homicide and crime scene investigators are on scene to assist the city of Galena Park, so we are now the lead investigative agency over this. What we know at this point is that approximately 10:30 p.m. Some type of disturbance occurred inside a residence. We believe there were multiple people inside the residence. It appears that there were some females inside the residence, primarily teenagers. The oldest was 19. We're told that 19-year-old was pregnant. There was a male inside the residence as well. He, we're told, has a dating relationship for about the last 2+ years with the female homeowner. So he was in the residence. The female homeowner was not at home at the time. She was away from the residence. So something transpired. The male shot the 19-year-old pregnant female, 2 additional females. He then proceeded to sexually assault the 12-year-old that was inside the residence. After that happened, he told her to go ahead and run from the house. She did so. She ran out of the residence without any clothing, trying to seek assistance, so she ran to a nearby home. At that point, they alerted Galena Police PD, who arrived. The City of Galena Park PD, who responded to the residence, where they discovered the lifeless bodies of 4 individuals, including the male. It appears that the male again had shot and killed the 3. One was a pregnant female, and then there's signs of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. There is a gun there by his side. So it's still, again, preliminary investigation. We don't know everything that transpired. The 12-year-old is receiving treatment at this point at a hospital. There was also a 1-year-old inside the house, so when she ran out, she managed to think about it, thankfully, and was able to grab the 1-year-old and ran away. As she was seeking assistance, she was able to run away with the 1-year-old to seek help. That's the preliminary information we have. Again, just tragic situation. Makes no sense. It's all senseless, and it's very tragic. But our investigators hopefully will try to put all the pieces together. But our condolences go out to the victims' families and everybody impacted by this, and the entire city as well. And also to Mayor Moya, the mayor here, and Chief Wagner as well, the chief of police that is here on scene, and we're working closely with him.
Is the two females, other than the pregnant female, you said was 19, the other two females, are they teens? Or?
Yes, the other females are also teens. Don't know the exact ages on them, but all three were teenagers. The oldest one was a 19-year-old, and then we're told that the 1-year-old that was inside that house that was rescued was the child of the 19-year-old as well, and she's also, we're told, pregnant at this point, when, and she's deceased now.
Is the suspect also a teenager?
The suspect is in his late 30s. Everyone inside the home was Hispanic.
Okay. And is it believed that that 12-year-old witnessed the whole entire thing?
Yes, that's the belief. She was inside that home when it happened. It appears that for some reason he spared her and basically sexually assaulted her. Basically threatened with either killing her or sexually assaulted her, and then allowed her to run. She was able to run again without any clothes on, grabbed the 1-year-old, ran to seek assistance at a nearby home.
Is it the male's, is he the father of any of these children, or is
At
the
this
pregnant
point,
lady?
no, we're told that he was the boyfriend of the homeowner, the female homeowner, which would be the mother of the 19-year-old.
Okay.
But that female was not at home at the time, and so she was obviously told later on about what happened, and so she returned to the scene. So again, just tragic situation all around. We're trying to connect all the pieces just to find out the relationships. We're told that other than him having a dating relationship with the female homeowner for the last 2+ years, he wasn't the father of anyone of the teens that were killed here today.
If you or someone you know and love are experiencing domestic violence, you do not have to become a statistic. Help is available. I urge you, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or go to www.thehotline.org. All calls are toll-free and confidential. The hotline is available 24/7 in more than 170 languages. Again, that number is 1-800-799-7233 or go to www.thehotline.org.